Hello and welcome to the first of a 3-part special of Emma Ravensmoor. May I recommend at this point you press the subscribe button and the bell button because you won't want to miss the next 2 parts of this special, and obviously I hope afterwards you'll continue watching as well. In October this year, on the 31st, my husband and I went to Bolsover Castle. We caught some amazing photos, particularly of orbs or light anomalies, some of which you'll have seen if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram. That's Emma Ravensmoor. Anyway, we decided to go back and get some better video footage and see what would happen. It ended up absolutely blowing us away. By the way, keep tuned because there is a very, very special visitor at the end of this video. Anyway, we got some incredible material, all taken during daylight hours. We ended up with so much that my 1 or 2-part experiment has become a 3-part special. It is stepping outside somewhat of what I normally do. Let me know in the comments what you think. However, first of all, it seemed as if very little was happening. It was daytime, it wasn't October the 31st, all of which it had been before. This is some footage we shot in the stable area, and I'll show you some more of the slightly more ruinous kitchen area and tell you a little bit about the place, a little bit of a brief history, and keep your eyes open because you may spot some stuff that we haven't spotted. Every time I watch it, there's more stuff comes up. The moment I didn't see a lot, but you may see something I've missed. The original castle was built in the 12th century and became crown property in 1155, so you can imagine the history here. From 1290 onwards, it was under the custodianship of a series of farmers, local farmers, and it fell into a state of disrepair. In the medieval times it ended up getting sold as ruins, and in 1590 Sir Charles Cavendish took it over, who wanted to build a castle on the original site. It was designed then for elegant living rather than defence, and it was continued by his 2 sons William and John, who were influenced by the Italian-inspired work of London-based architect Inigo Jones. The tower, known today as the Little Castle, was completed in 1621. William Cavendish added a new hall and state rooms to the terrace range, and in the time of his death in 1676 the castle had been restored to very good order. After 1883 it was uninhabited and given to the nation in 1945. It's now in the care of English Heritage. Obviously that's an extremely potted history. Mentioning some of the names you'll hear later. You can of course Google Bolsover Castle and get loads and loads of info about its history.
You bring my heels.
We carried on looking around the more ruined part of the castle to see if we could spot anything. Please look out and tell us in the comments if you see anything. So far we hadn't seen a thing though.
I wish the fire was lit now.
We decided to go into the main house where it was a lot warmer. Still cold, but a lot warmer. I just wanted to show you what the battlements of the little castle looked like, and also where it was actually situated as well, and what the scenery looked like, because it's very beautiful around there. Of course we found where the toys were and the dressing up clothes first of all.
This is the main part of the house. This was built shortly after the stables, and William Cavendish did a lot of entertaining in this part of the house. And this is the part of the house as well that we got lots and lots of orgs last time, like a snowstorm of orgs. So let's see what happens. Oh. It's just lens flare. It's not doing it. Oh, there.
I'm going in here. It's a creepy looking little room. Gonna go in. It's time fit.
Can you move? Oh, it's not even really a room.
No. It's not. Oh, gee. The door shut. The door shut. Made me jump. Bloody hell. Yeah, it shuts, look. Debunked. Oh, God, grief. Made me jump.
It's getting to the point now where you might get some. It's getting a bit darker.
At this point in the investigation, we'd got some lens flare, interesting lens flare, but lens flare. We'd got doors that just swung shut by themselves anyway, and we were starting to get a little bit disappointed. That is, until we went into the next room.
I keep concentrating on that fireplace because that is supposed to be haunted by William himself standing there. And we got a lot more, on October 31st we got a lot more activity.
As soon as I walked into this room, it had a slightly different feeling. It used to be a bedroom years ago, and I could start seeing things from the corner of my eye, and then I caught my first orb or light anomaly. Tell me what you think.
It's daytime and I'm getting orbs. It's not even dark.
Yeah.
I mean, a star, you do it with straight.
We then went into a room called the Star Chamber, and just as we were walking in and starting to see some light anomalies, we met a very special person.
Oh, yeah.
Little bit.
Bit
I don't think you push that one a bit too much. Anyway, that's Solomon, by the way.
Solomon.
Ah,
King David.
Santa.
Hello.
Yes, of course.
Excuse me, could I just put you in my video because I do a YouTube video? It would just be so lovely to say.
Why, of course.
And Santa's here as well.
Yes, of course. Let me do me hair.
And Santa's here.
Why, yes, of course I'm here. I'm always here. Feliz Navidad, Feuer Weihnachten, Scheuer Noel. Am I quite done?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You got me special apple juice. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God
Bye-bye.
bless you.
He makes it himself.
We said goodbye to Santa, and although the sun was just beginning to go down, it was still light and we got some incredible, mind-blowing footage. But that's for next week. So for this week, I'd like to say please subscribe, please leave your comments, please press the bell button, and also a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.